for my yoga class this afternoon, actually this evening, 7 p.m. And I'm also meeting up with, well, I'm meeting up with two of my girlfriends, two of my besties. I just thought I'd quickly show you my outfit of the day because it's so cold. I had to like layer up. So I got thick Adidas socks and my Nike Air Force Ones, and then wearing my, I think these are called warm down, like really thick Lululemon joggers. I absolutely love these, they're so comfy. And got a love tee from Lululemon. I got my cardigan on. I'm gonna add my teddy bear coat on top of that, and I'm wearing a toque as well. But it's sunny, so I'm gonna wear a toque. I'm gonna have my sunnies ready as well. I don't know what you want to call this type of fashion, but I'm just feeling really cozy and warm. All bundled up, all ready, warm. Let's go. So for one, I need to get a car mount for this camera so that I can vlog while I'm driving, because I feel like vlogging while driving is the perfect way to do it when you're going somewhere. So I kind of like make like this do like scrunchy thing so that my camera doesn't slide off the dash. But basically I am now quickly just meeting up with I'm meeting up with all my girlfriends today basically. I am meeting one of my girlfriends, Heather. I'm gonna drop off a book for her, which is The 4 Agreements. If you've read this book, you will know what I'm talking about, but it is life-changing. I feel like this is my 2019 word, just that I'm gonna use most, which is life-changing. Life-changing. Reading.
In 1 kilometer, turn right onto Quebec Street.
Thanks. So the main thing that I got out of reading the 4 Agreements is that when we grow up, we are raised by the ideas, standards, and just like ways of our parents. So like it's something that we can't like consciously choose how we are growing up. And then even after, you know, like you're grown up, you're whatever, 18, you're doing your own thing, and you're kind of slowly adapting to things that society pressures on you, like beliefs, thoughts, things that just limit you, you know, like, I don't know, just like your inner self. So like you're slowly condition yourself into this being that has nothing to do with, you know, who you were when you were born. And this is like one of the main things I took out of this book is like, while you're growing up and while you're, you know, I don't know, getting further into your life, you kind of have to decondition all of those things and kind of, you know, like unwrap all the layers of things that people have put on you, ideas, opinions, all those kind of things that just limit you as a person, to get back to who you were before all those things happened. And we kind of, Heather and I had a really awesome talk, just like a really long talk over like yummy food, and that was like one of the topics. So I'm gonna drop off that book for her right now, and then I am meeting up with Desiree, who is like a sparkly mermaid, and I haven't seen her forever, so I'm like so excited. Her energy is like if you need energy, she's like the Energizer Bunny. Actually, that would be really interesting to see what her human design is, because I feel like she should be like a generator, because this woman like hustles all day long. Like, so I'm like super stoked to meet up with her, and I don't know what the place is called, but she said it's a gluten-free veggie goodness place.
In 350 meters, continue on to Expo Boulevard.
Oh, right then. What I've been doing when I'm driving downtown, or like driving places where I have to drive for a long time, I've been listening to podcasts, and the one podcast, girls, that I've just, I'm so obsessed with this podcast. It's called, Almost 30, and all those episodes are all about wellness, lifestyle, how you can live a more holistic, just like a holistic life. And this is basically like my goal for 2019, is just to create that for myself. So all the podcasts obviously have different topics. So right now I'm listening to one that is about manifesting, and I'm pretty sure her name is, oh god, is it Lacey Phillips? Ooh, I don't know. And she's really talking about, it's just so crazy how the universe gives you the same, like me handing off this book, which is like about like, you know, like getting rid of like limiting beliefs. And this is exactly what this girl is talking about in this podcast that I pulled up for this drive. it's like I'm delivering this book and I'm listening to the same, you know, like topic. So she's talking about how manifesting, a lot of people think like, oh, you have to like visualize, you know, what you want to manifest in your life. It's all about your thoughts, but it's actually about your beliefs. So if you have limiting beliefs, if you feel small about yourself, you know, like your whole energy is like low, so you will only attract, you know, that type of low energy. But if you can break through your limiting beliefs and, you know, make yourself bigger where you're lacking, and just really, you know, fill up on your like self and make yourself whole again, this is where you're gonna become like magnetic to attracting things into your life. So this podcast has been absolutely amazing, life-changing podcast, so go check that out. I'm gonna have to find parking quickly, and then I will check in with you guys when we get to that veggie gluten-free place.
Getting that. Ooh, yes. We're slaves to our social media, but we also love kombucha.
So I'm just finished at meeting up with Desiree, and we went to this awesome place called Ears Pears, and it's on Nelson in Vancouver. It is now 5:40, so it's dark, but I wanted to just quickly talk about the place because it was amazing. First of all, like, we walked in and we got like this tour and like explanation of the menu, I believe by the manager owner, I'm not sure. Right away took us, was like, do you know how like everything works here? Explained the entire menu, and everything there is vegan. You can eat vegan, but they do have protein options, and then everything is gluten-free, which is amazing. Even like their ciabatta buns and like baguette, everything is locally sourced, and it's like absolutely amazing. Everything there comes in to-go containers, so if you do, you know, like need to rush out, you just take it with you. But everything is compostable, so even if it's plastic, it's all like recycled material, so you can just throw it into the garbage. It will be composted. Is that even a word? Composted? Whatever. Put in the compost. And they have a bunch of like gluten-free vegan treats as well. So I got Matt a salted caramel cookie, and I got myself a lemon thyme gluten-free muffin. So excited. Now I'm just meeting up with my other girlfriend for a quick little Starbucks before we have our yoga session, and then I'm gonna eat my little muffin afterwards. Hi loves, it is now Friday, but I've thought I'd just quickly touch base on all of the things that happened since Tuesday after I filmed after my yoga class. Wednesday I basically just worked all day, but then yesterday I had some time to meet up with one of my girlfriends. We had really amazing food at Nuba, which is downtown Vancouver on Hastings. And then I took my girlfriend's spin class at Eastwood. She teaches there. Her name is Heather. If you need a good, you know, sprint off the seat, no tension on the bike for like 3 minutes, she's your girl. Thank you very much. My thighs are burning today. Taking the spin class, we were waitlisted, my girlfriend and I, so we were like, you know, put in like last minute. So that meant that we didn't have bikes together. And the bike beside her was like empty until literally like the class was starting in like a minute. So I was like really hopeful. I was like, oh my god, like I'm just gonna like, you know, if somebody shows up, I'm gonna ask her if she wants to switch bikes so I can be with my girlfriend. And so yeah, she like rushes in like 30 seconds before class starts. And I'm like, oh, like my girlfriend and I like explaining the whole situation. And I'm like, yeah, like, would you like mind switching bikes? And she's like, oh, which is your bike? And then I show her my bike, and she's like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me. And jumps on the bike. And I was like, okay, rude much, whatever, if you don't want to be kind, whatever. As the spin class was like going on, I remembered that I didn't renew my parking, so I was stressing about like getting a ticket. And then I was wearing new pants, which were kind of really tight. And I was not wearing the proper undergarments. They were not just like a smooth fabric, so it was like, you know, just a little bit uncomfortable down there. So that was distracting me. And then, I don't know, I had like a calf cramp, tornado speed, mine, the entire class. And then that made me even more like annoyed, because I was like, stop thinking about it. Like, you're like, try to be in the moment, try to take the class, it'll all be fine. And then the class ends, and I'm grabbing a spray bottle to like wipe down my bike from my girlfriend who was like 2 rows ahead of me. And I believe maybe like somebody at the front was just like waiting for that bottle, but like, so I like went to like clean my bike and I wasn't even like done spraying it, and this girl just like rushes to like grab it out of my hand, just like so like, sorry to say it, a little bit bitchy. And I was like, that just like completely threw me off. I was like, what is like wrong? Like why am I so triggered by like, for one, like people's like behavior, and then just like all these like small things. So then today on my break I was reading my Eat Feel Fresh Ayurvedic cookbook, and literally the first 3 pages, this is by Sahara, by the way, she's talking about how she originally went in to see an Ayurvedic doctor to like find out what is like basically wrong with her diet and her digestion and everything. And this doctor is like telling her how it's just like the foods that she's been eating have been really fueling her Vata dosha. So Vata dosha meaning it is like air energy, and if you have, for example, I have a Vata mind, meaning I overthink everything, I overanalyze, like my thoughts are going like 100 kilometers an hour all the time. And especially like at nighttime, like I'm like running through like to-do lists and like things and like worries and like all of these things. So what she said is that she's been eating raw vegan food, which means it is cold, it is raw, and that really agitates Vata. So I like thought back to like what I was eating right before the spin class, and then it all kind of fell into place because I had been so calm all day, nothing going on in my mind, not being agitated, frustrated, or annoyed with anything. But then the food I ate at Nuba, which is like it can be vegan, but like mostly like raw food, cafe, and all my food was cold. It was, I mean, like the skewers with chicken I had were warm, but like everything else around it was cold food and raw food. And also it had gluten in it because it was like pita bread, I believe what it was. And then it all just like today kind of clicked for me that definitely had just agitated my Vata mind right then and there, eating that raw cold food right before the spin class. And then small things just like started to like had me just overthink everything and be so in my mind and my head the entire class. And then obviously like, you know, for me to like be that aware that I like noticed that was going on, it just like made me like even more like annoyed with myself, because I was like, why are you like letting all these like small things or somebody's bad mood or somebody's unkindness just like disrupt all your thoughts? But I think it was really just fueled by the food that I was eating prior to that class. So that was just like a nice another puzzle piece that just like helped me make sense of like why I was feeling like that in the moment. So this is my my Ayurvedic rambling for this video, so there will be no more. Also, I feel better today. And then really exciting, I came home today from work and I got a package from Tropeaka. I hope that's how you see that. I found this brand through another YouTuber. Her name is Sarah's Day, and she is definitely, I think, the most holistic person on YouTube that I have found, and that I just really enjoy her content, and it's just helped me a lot with like kind of finding, you know, what works for me and what kind of diet do I want to follow, and like how do I want to just be my healthiest version of myself. But yeah, she's just like been all about this brand and like in all her videos and like Instagram posts, and she always uses this. So I was just really enticed. Their vision is for you to feel good from the inside out, and to just make products that, you know, like help you live like an energetic, full life. And that absolutely like resonated with me. So basically they want to transform lives with like powerful superfoods and like protein blends as well. But then when I just like read on the back, it is organically grown, it is vegan friendly, it is gluten free, which is very important to me, and it's dairy free, it is non-GMO, soy free. I got the acai powder and also the spirulina powder. Spirulina is actually amazing because if you're vegan, this can be a really great supplement for you, because it is it has 3 times more protein than fish or beef per gram. It helps in reducing tiredness and fatigue, so I'm really excited to use this in the mornings. And then contributes to normal immune system function, contains vitamins B1, B2, B3, B6, B9, and B12, which is really important. Has a wide spectrum of all 18 amino acids, so it's a complex, full protein source. So if you are vegan, you should definitely consider adding this into your just like diet routine. But yeah, I gotta go clean my entire house now because it's a hot mess. because it's been an entire week and I haven't really had time to like do anything. But now it's just like so much to do that I'm like, oh, I don't know where to start. Oh, and then I also just like really want to take time for myself, just like quiet time to like read and like be with myself, do some meditation, those kind of things. So I think this is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you subscribe so you can be there for my next video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!